Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing more of a relaxed video. I know I've been giving you guys a lot of pregnancy vlogs lately, so this is going to be definitely focused on makeup. I have a few new drugstore products and then just products in general that are from the drugstore or are affordable that I wanted to test out. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm in this funk of like only using certain makeup products. I'm not interested in trying new products. The products that I have in my collection, I'm like, eh. So I did some looking through, my makeup and I was like, wow, these are some really good products that I haven't used enough that I would love to retest out on camera. So that's what this video is going to be, with a few new drugstore products. So if you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to give this one a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content and want to stick around. So I do have the video coming. I'm going to be comparing the L'Oreal Infallible powder foundation to the Makeup Forever powder foundation. That is coming very, very soon in an upcoming video, so be sure to watch for that. I uploaded that video of a wear test of the L'Oreal Infallible powder last week, and you guys really enjoyed it and were very curious to find out, like, really, is it comparable to the Makeup Forever powder? Because I think that would be an amazing dupe, especially because the L'Oreal Infallible powder is significantly more matte than the Fresh Wear foundation. The first product I want to go in with is from Wet n Wild, and I've been trying to get my hands on this. Could not find it anywhere, and then all of a sudden I saw it in the store and I was like, I'm grabbing it. This is the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. It is new. It's the one silicone-free primer that does it all. It says it's supposed to mattify, hydrate, blur pores, prep skin for lasting makeup, and it's silicone-free. Isn't that crazy? That's like what I want in a primer. So this had really, really good reviews, so I'm very excited to test it out. I was just wandering through Target as I do, and I came across this and I was like, yes, I want to test that out. You get 0.84 ounces of product. It looks like a silicone primer, but it says it's not, so I'm gonna trust it. That smells good. I mean, it definitely has a fragrance. It smells very fruity. All right, I'm very curious to see if this does hydrate and mattify. I do have oily skin, so we're gonna see how it does. I'm going in with a very neutral foundation, one that I love for summer, and I don't know about you guys, but I am just like in the mood for spring and summer. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, where it's like, haven't been doing anything and I just want warm weather so I can be outside again. But that's how I'm feeling. In my brain, I'm on a vacation in Florida going to Universal. That's like where I'm at mentally. And this foundation just brings me there. I don't know, something about this foundation, the way that it sits on the skin, really, really beautiful for spring and summertime. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this today. I've been avoiding using it because it's definitely running low, but I do need to pick up a new one because I love it so much. The primer seems to have sunk into my skin. Definitely feels very soft. I would not say right now it's looking super matte, but it feels nice and it is soft on the skin. Let's see how much I can get out of this. I have no idea how much is left in here, but it's such a pretty foundation. I'm going to take my makeup eraser sponge. I realize this is not necessarily drugstore, but it is the best sponge ever, and if you haven't used it, you're missing out. So you should go buy it. It's what I use to blend all of my foundations. It's like Beauty Blender. I don't even know who it is anymore. I don't know who that is. Even if you have oily skin, it freaked me out initially to use this because I was like, healthy foundation. It says for all skin types, but it's definitely more of a natural to radiant finish. So I was really nervous when I first tested this out forever ago, but it's consistently been a foundation that I go to because it sits so beautifully on the skin. Also, I have on my Cultivate Kindness sweatshirt. I'll show you guys. It's what it looks like. I picked this up from the shop Be Bold, and it's all about mental health, awareness, stuff like that. So I bought it. It's huge. It is prepped and ready for when the bump gets way too big for regular clothes. It's very, very soft, and I'd highly recommend if you are like a mental health advocate or if you work in the mental health field, you definitely need some clothes to rep mental health awareness and like help get rid of the stigma, you know? So anyway, because I'm on this whole I'm mentally in Florida at Universal mindset, I think I'm going to take advantage and go on a walk today. I really should be walking more. And now that the weather's getting nicer, might as well. It snowed here, like a foot of snow last week. And so it was so cold that we didn't go anywhere or do anything. And now that the weather is close to 50, I'm like, I'm going somewhere, okay? I am walking somewhere. And this I can just imagine that I'm in line for a Universal ride. It's fine. It's the same, right? For concealer, I'm going to take another one that I'm like, love and don't want to use because I don't want to have to buy another one. The Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. Who remembers this? I don't know if I have any product left in here. Let's see. I have some. I think this is the last time I'm going to be able to use this concealer because it's so low. See, look at that. So pretty, natural, very lightweight feel to the skin. When I'm filming this, I think we have, what, 3 weeks until it's spring? But I'm already there. I'm already like middle of summer mindset. Not 100% there because like middle of summer is when baby's supposed to come. So I'm not there, but I am like, let's go out, be in the sun. I'm going to set everything down with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is a really good one from the drugstore if you do have more oily skin. I have mine in the shade Fair Light. I think it's the lightest shade that they have because it is tinted, so it's not a totally translucent powder. And Maybelline and CoverGirl products tend to be very deep. Like their shades that they offer are not for the fair folk. And I'm going to set my entire face with this. Of course, I had to apply all this powder in this like brand new sweatshirt and I'm wearing for the first time and it's falling all over it. I swear most of my clothes just has powder on it. Like if you get ready in the morning and you're fully clothed, you are playing with fire a little bit because you are going to have to wipe your clothes off or change or something. I always put on a sweatshirt that I like don't care about or something so I can do my makeup and then not worry about when powder falls down onto my shirt. So glad there was like enough of this concealer to do this look because otherwise I'd have to be running upstairs getting a new one. My skin looks very nice, very soft, definitely filled in pores. I can see the primer underneath the foundation. I'm just gonna have to see if it mattifies when it also says that it hydrates. That one, I don't know how it's going to wear, but underneath this foundation, it does look very nice. For bronzer, I'm gonna take the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 100. I think sometimes, I think this might be too light for me. If you're very fair, this would be a really good drugstore bronzer. Because it does show up, I just feel like I always have to build it up a bit because the shade is so close to my skin tone. But it's a very nice, natural looking bronzer. My second new drugstore find was from NYX. It's the Sweet Cheeks Matte Creamy Powder Blush. I have mine in the shade Citrine Rose. The other ones looked very bright. This was the only one that looked semi-wearable that they came out with. I don't know how long ago these launched. And I don't think I've ever tried a NYX blush. This is very cute. This is what the packaging looks like. It does look a little deep. Hopefully it's not. It says on the back, a creamy, smooth powder that gives your cheeks a gorgeous flush of vibrant color with a matte finish. Seems very similar to the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine blush. The tone looks very similar. I'm gonna go in very lightly and hope that this is not incredibly pigmented. But this seems like a really nice blush for summertime. I also never purchase blushes. Once I have a blush that I like, I'm not someone who's going to purchase tons of different shades of blushes. I just have one that I'm like, yep, this looks nice. I'll just stick with this blush. It is building up very nicely. I probably applied a little too much, but now we have to even out on the other side. So very flushed look. I even added a little to my nose. Look at me go. I like it. I like that shade a lot. Very pretty. And it doesn't seem to have this, like it's not, what's the word? Oh my gosh. I want to say reflective, but that's not what it is. It's not sheen. It doesn't have a sheen. There we go. To like, it's very, it does go on very matte. I swear, sometimes pregnancy brain is real and sometimes I do just fine. It just kind of depends on the day. Some days I walk into a room and I'm like, where am I and why am I here? I forgot what I was doing here. Let's go in with highlight. I'm taking the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals, throwing it back. This is a very good highlight. A little goes a very long way. So I'm gonna apply just a little bit to the tops of my cheekbones. A lot of like Wet n Wild products, or maybe I've just used 2. And maybe I've just used 1. I don't know. This is not drugstore, but I think a good drugstore option for a brow pencil is from e.l.f. Their, what is it, Precise Brow Pencil. So good. I'm just using this one up. It's the Anastasia Brow Wiz because I had it and I forgot to pick up a new e.l.f. one when I was in the store. And I'm going to set down my brows with the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel. If you have a really good clear brow gel from the drugstore, please let me know. Because I thought I was going to hit the jackpot with the Wet n Wild Brow Obsessive, and it's just totally dried up and was a dud. So please, like, let me know, what do you use to set down your brows from the drugstore that's affordable? All right, I'm going to take this Grandeur, I don't know how to say this, Grandeur, Gandalf, I don't know. It's a pressed powder palette from ColourPop. This is not from the drugstore, but it is affordable, so you can always pick a drugstore option. I just haven't really found a ton of like great eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore lately. So I'm gonna use this one. It looks like this. I got it for Christmas. So pretty. I love the more cool tone shades in here. I'm gonna go in with the shade Velvet. It is a matte brown crease shade. Very nice. I mean, it just adds a little something, you know? Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Dusk. It's this next brown over. This is the first one I used, and then this one I'm gonna go in with a little bit more in the outer V, very lightly. I don't want this look to be like super deep. I was going to use a shimmer shade, but I kind of want to leave it a little bit more matte, so I'm dragging that Dusk shade in on my eye a little, keeping the most pigmented part on the outer V, but dragging it in. I might just leave my eyes like that. That seems good. I'm gonna take that Dusk shade again on a pencil brush and just run it underneath the lower lash line. That was a little deeper than I wanted, but we're here, so this is what we're working with. I'm going to add a neutral eyeliner. It's just a nude from LA Girl, the Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Liner in the shade Super Bright. This is a great drugstore eyeliner if you're looking for a nude just to help brighten up your eye look. This is like the only nude eyeliner that I wear now. This eyelash curler is also from the drugstore. It's the Wet n Wild eyelash curler. I've been really enjoying it. I think it does a really nice job at curling my lashes, and I'm going to take my CoverGirl LashBlast Fusion Mascara. I saw they came out with a clean LashBlast. I don't know how I feel about it. I just want to stick with this one. The clean part makes me think it's going to not be a good formula. This is a great drugstore mascara, by the way. If you need a new mascara and you don't want to spend $20 on a mascara from Sephora, this is great and honestly beats out a lot of the Sephora mascaras I've tried. The only one that beats it for me is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. That one is really, really good too. I'm going to add some mascara to my lower lashes as well. All right, and then for lips, this is the last product. I'm gonna go in with the BH Cosmetics Cashmere Cream Lipstick. I have mine in the shade Do I Know? Cashmere Cream Comfort Lipstick in the shade Yes. YAS, I don't know. I got this a while ago and I just wanted to retest it out. It's a very good like neutral lip. It does not smell great though. There you go. That's a nice, very neutral lipstick. It's a good nude if you are very fair. I'm gonna leave this in because I haven't done my hair yet today. There's something about a hairband that just makes your hair look better even though you're on third day hair and haven't curled it yet today. So you go. I really like how my makeup turned out today. I am a fan for sure of this blush. And then we're gonna have to see how the primer wears. I'll probably update you in a future video or in a favorites, but if I remember to, I will post it like down in the description box and let you guys know how it wore. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.